A warm welcome to yet another episode of the BQ. Here, you ask your questions, and now right into the questions. Today we have Mr. John Mirenge, the CEO of Rwandair. You're welcome to the studios.
Thank you very much, Amy.
And like I said, right into the questions. We have Rwandan Aviation coming first. It says, can you tell us when flights to India will start in 2016 with the arrival of the first A330?
Thank you very much, Amy. Thank you very much, viewers. Our first flights into India and China are scheduled for 2017. The first Airbus 330s will arrive in the country next year, towards the end of the year. And then, beginning of 2017, we'll be good to go.
And now that brings me to the question of James, who says, why doesn't Rwandair connect to the USA, UK, amongst any other countries, yet the government told us they have Boeings to do so?
Yeah, interesting question. I would say, one, Rome was not built in a day. Rwandair is barely 5 years in its current state. This is the beginning, like I'm saying. We're now starting to get our wide bodies that can do the long ranges. So it's just a matter of time. Our business plan shows that we should be covering a lot more destinations in the few years to come. So James should be comfortable that everything is in place.
James, you should. Now, Musime Rwakabi, we understand the government of Rwanda is pumping a lot of money in acquiring more planes. When will the company break even?
I mean, first of all, aviation is very capital intensive. The fact that we are spending as government a lot of money to purchase planes, to expand our network, to grow the company as a whole, in itself is a strain on our profitability, in that it's been a bit longer than we had hoped, but this is going to come at the right time. But again, as a country, I think a lot has already been achieved in terms of accessing the country, opening up to economic development, bringing in tourists, bringing in business and conferences. And I mean, that is what government had intended, to look at the airline as a pillar to economic development, more than just the profitability that comes on the income statement of the company.
Bamwesi J. Jackson, Rwandair used to heavily rely on expatriates for most of the senior and technical positions, costing the company too much. How far has this changed, or how far is it changing?
I mean, if you take the history of Rwandan aviation, we never had people with the right skills. So what we are doing as a company, we are skilling across the board. We are training pilots, we're training technical people. As we talk, we have now 20 Rwandan pilots flying with 2 captains in command. We have about 18 young cadets that are already in Ethiopia training to become new pilots. We already have in excess of 20 technicians that we've trained that are already working, and others that are still undergoing training. We have some as far away as Sri Lanka that are training to be aircraft engineers. So it's a long process. You won't be able to get a captain in command in under 5 years. So it's work in progress, and we're doing it very well.
Paul Rudasingwa made it very brief, and he said, when will Rwandair buy cargo planes?
That is an area that we're looking at. We're currently cooperating with some friendly airlines to build the cargo capability in the country. But definitely in the near future, that is an area we are considering, no doubt.
Grace Magambo, and I'm glad that we have a lady. What's the status of the construction of Bugesera International Airport?
Look, compensation for those people who were on, who resided in the area is already underway and near completion. The company to do the construction is already being sought. So this is something that probably before the end of this year we'll know when the actual works will start.
Relatedly, do those operations affect how the company grows as an airline, or overall competitiveness of commercial airlines operating in the country, considering the fact that the the airport is still very small?
No doubt. I mean, once Bugesera International Airport is completed, it will open up more opportunities to all international airlines, and Rwandair as a base carrier But for now, I can say we're not yet at the tipping edge because our current airport in Kigali was recently upgraded and expanded. So that has given us another lease of life for probably another 5-6 years before that other airport is ready for operations.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
And thank you so much for your questions.